Good afternoon, everyone.
Howdy ho.
We're here, and half of the week is gone, and the next half is beginning.
Just in observation of the Labor Day holiday, the church office will be closed on Monday. Just want to let you know about that.
We're not going to labor on Labor Day.
I think we're going to be thankful for labor and think, I think that's something that we ought to. I don't think we pay as much attention to as we should. Work is a good thing. The Lord created us to have a rhythm of work and rest. We have a tendency to go to extremes, either one way or the other, but I think Labor Day is just a reminder to us of the blessing of work.
Yeah, well, so we've got just a couple of announcements today. I want to give a shout out from Amanda with the 3 to 5 year old Sunday school class. We're still in need of some teachers. The idea is that parents and 2 teachers a week would be called up for 1 month at a time to lead the class. All the material is provided for you. Everything is there. We just need folks who can step up and do 4 Sundays at a time. So if you will, just please let Amanda know. I'll put her phone number up on the screen, and she'd be happy to work with you however she can. But we want to make sure our kids are well taken care of and well fed, and not just with food, but with biblical knowledge as well. So you have a big part to play in that. So we thank you.
I was just thinking when you were talking about that, about some of the lovely people who were willing to step up and to step into the role of being a teacher. Think about a lady in the Chestnut Street Church of God in Kingsport, Tennessee, where I spent some years as a little fellow. Sister Mead, she taught our Sunday school class and had candy corn for us as we learned Bible stories. And then think about a fellow named Kent Bordeaux, who was at Singletary United Methodist in Dublin, North Carolina. Kent taught our high school class, and you enter into the class like that with fear and trembling, and I think Kent probably did a little bit, but he came in and he was willing to spend time with us and to help us learn about the Word. And you don't forget people like that. So if you can be a person like that for our little ones, we sure would appreciate it. And the good news is, if we, the old saying is, many hands make light work. If we have enough folks who feel that they are being called to help in that capacity, then maybe just 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time, and then the rest of the year you are free to engage in the worship setting. So, but again, we just can't overstate the importance of older folks, adults willing to come alongside little ones and teach them about the Word of God. It makes such a difference. And I'm sure many of you watching, you are where you are in your faith journey because some other folks were willing to stand in the gap and to step up for you. So if you can help us out with that, boy, that would really, really be very much appreciated.
All right, you want to talk about hurricanes?
Yes.
We've got a lot of storms that have hit us, and we've got some in our community that we're responding to, but also Laura in Louisiana.
We're still dealing with the effects of Hurricane Isaias, and also, as you know, Hurricane Laura hit recently down in the Gulf area. As I understand, there have been some other systems in that same sort of general area, so we want to continue to be praying for those folks. But if you would like to help to provide assistance for those folks, there is a fund created by the United Methodist Committee on Relief, or UMCOR as we know it. The great thing about giving to UMCOR is that 100% of what you give goes toward that particular cause. In other situations, there has to be administrative costs defrayed. Because of our giving through the apportionment, we're already paying for that administrative cost. So what you're giving goes 100% toward that particular need. The fund that you're being invited to give to, if you'd like to give for the folks that are suffering from Laura and other such disasters, is the UMCOR U.S. Disaster Response and Recovery, and it's advance number 901670. You could give online if you'd like. You may certainly just give here, and in that memo line, put that advance number, and I'm sure Stephen will put that up on the screen for you, and we'll make sure it gets to the right place. And we know full well the effects that hurricanes can have, and so certainly if you feel led of God's Spirit to help those good folks, we certainly would appreciate it, and I know they would too.
So looking ahead toward the next week and what we've got coming up on Sunday, it is Labor Day weekend, of course. We've already talked about that, but we're also it's a time in which we think about the closure of summer and the beginning of fall, kinda. Yeah. So we're kids are back in school, and it's just a good time for us as a church to remember who we are and the mission that we've been called to. Last month we hit a stride, I think, with a way that we can do communion safely. I brought the tray here with the cups on there already. Of course, Ken and I will be masked up front, and we'll invite you to come forward, pick up one cup that already has the wafer in it, and partake of communion that way. So for those of you coming to church with us on Sunday, come prepared to receive Holy Communion and the gift that is from God to us as well. Anything else that you can think of?
No, I know that the weather's supposed to be really hot tomorrow, but then I think it's supposed to turn off a little bit cooler. So I hope you get a chance to get outside and enjoy some of the good weather.
We had to have that weather segment in this.
Yeah, well, you know me, I'm weather involved, so I have to do that. But, we don't take time sometimes to enjoy what God has gifted us with. And we get so busy with what we're doing, have our heads down, that we don't lift our heads up and see the goodness around us that God gives to us. So I hope you get a chance to do that.
Yeah. And we've got some things we've got in the works that's planned in later this month and into October that we think will be a good chance for us as a church family to do a little bit of that, taking that time to be with God out in nature. So, well, this has been the Halftime Report, and we'll see you Sunday.
God bless.